Welcome to the Political Oracle, a segment of the Talkchat podcast. My name is Pendo Setim. Before we go to matters at hand, let me offer you our today's political benediction. Now, Peggy Noonan, a famous columnist at Wall Street, said that we must try again to be alive to what the people of our country really long for. Today in studio, we have a political analyst, Dr. Michael Ndonye. Welcome sana daktari.
Asante, thank you.
Unaendeleaje?
Poa.
Now, Gachagua has formed a new political party.
Yes.
With the slogan, Skiza Wakenya.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Pendo, for having me in this particular show. And I think it is high time we discuss issues, politics. And it is, I know many Kenyans are out there. They want to know the political implication maybe of regarding Gachaguas' launch of the new party. Mm-hmm. Of course, he did so yesterday, the DCP party. And he said, of course, the slogan is Skiza Wakenya or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I think, number one, it's a good step that he has taken, a bold step to have his own political party. Mm-hmm. Remember, he has decried that one of the reasons why it was so easy for him to be ousted from UDA is because he went there without a vehicle. Mm-hmm. He did not have a party like Mudavadi. He did not have a party like Wetangula. He did not have a party that could negotiate for his being there for some time. Mm-hmm. So having his own party is okay, and it is a constitutional right for him to have it together with other Kenyans who are following him. So I think it is timely. I think it is something that was expected by many Kenyans, mm-hmm. and especially his followers, those who think that he speaks on their behalf. Okay. Yes.
And in forming the political party, what does it mean for the political landscape?
Okay, yeah. Having a political party means he is prepared, mm-hmm. especially to take on Ruto in 2027. Okay. So, of course, many people will say he is not qualified, but remember, we don't know the future. The other day, the courts, of course, declared the fact that his impeachment process was not in accordance to the law. Mm-hmm. We don't know how that is going to be because some few days ago he resigned from UDA. And the reason why he resigned from UDA, of course, was for him to have some liberty and also some legality to establish his own party. Mm-hmm. So it has many implications, especially to the president. Mm-hmm. And it is something that we need to watch. Mm-hmm. Yes.
When forming the party, is particularly wanted to have something for the people. Do you think President Ruto should be scared?
Okay, I don't think President Ruto should be scared. And also, I don't think he should relax. Mm-hmm. Because remember, Gachagua has emerged as one of the most and fiercest critics of President Ruto. Maybe because he knows him better, because he has been with him. So he has all the secrets in the government. He knows some of the things that common Mwananchi does not know. Mm-hmm. So I think that is what should scare Ruto, that there is a person who was an insider and now they are an outsider. And because of that, they have some secrets that they can let out to the people that can affect President Ruto politically. Okay. And I think that is the only thing that Ruto should be scared of. And of course, a new party and a new person. Mm-hmm. Remember, most Kenyans are as frustrated as Gachagua. Yeah. Although the frustrations are different, Gachagua is frustrated because he lost power. Mm-hmm. And he is bitter with President Ruto. Mm-hmm. He is frustrated not because he is hungry, not because he has no money, not because he does not have somewhere to sleep. Mm-hmm. He is frustrated because he lost power. Other Kenyans are frustrated because they have no food. They are overtaxed. They have the cost of living to them is very high. Mm-hmm. And because of that, now these two frustrations are meeting with Gachagua and also the people. And that is why it is critical for President Ruto also to be very keen with this particular outfit, because these are two sections, the people and the Gachagua, who have a common interest, and their common interest is actually to remove Ruto in 2027. And that is the only thing that I think Ruto should be scared, and he should re-strategize on how he is going to have the citizens back by reducing the frustration, by reducing the cost of living in a way that citizens can be comfortable and they can say, yes, we need Ruto for another 5 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks so much for the response. We saw yesterday when he was launching the party.
Yes.
The event was disrupted by Goons. And Gachagua responded by saying it was like he was blaming the government or something.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Okay. I will say it was very unfortunate that people who are gathered for their democratic activities are being disrupted, and especially by goons.
Right.
Goons are not goonism is not a good sign for in our politics, because if every other person is going to face the same thing, it means by the time we are in 2027, this country will be going to war. And that is something we do not want. We experienced the same in 2007, and no Kenyan who saw what happened would want to have that repeated again. So that is one. So I think it is something we should condemn. But also, we also have to analyze politics. And we know our politicians and the way they play politics. Some know how to chase clout. And because of this, I want to introduce the Latin statement, which is mostly used in law. They call it cui bono. Cui bono is a statement that means, or asks the question, who is to benefit?
Yeah.
And in terms of issues of crime, who is to benefit? Because if you can establish the beneficiary in crime, you are likely to have some clue of who is guilty.
Yeah.
And for this case, we need to ask ourselves, who benefits from the disruption? And of course, there are two options. We can say maybe Gachagua decided to have Goons disrupt his own meeting to clout chase. Or we can say William Ruto and his government and his administration are fearing Gachagua, and they organized Goons to go and disrupt the Gachagua event.
Yeah.
Either of those options are possible. But if we ask who benefits, I think my opinion would be this. If Gachagua organized for the Goons to disrupt his political party launch, then he must be a very smart politician, because he is benefiting from it.
Yeah.
And if William Ruto or his administration or his past people decided to disrupt Gachaguas event, then they must be politically down. Okay. In fact, it is the most wrong thing they could have done, because at the end of it, they will stand to lose. But can we say that William Ruto, the way we know him, he could have engineered the disruption of Gachagua's party launch? I don't think so. And if it happened within his government, I don't think he was aware. And because President Ruto is not a political greenhorn, he is not new in politics.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we cannot assume. So we don't know what happened. What we know is that this is something that the Gachagua and the core can use to bring Ruto down, or to downplay his authority, his security as a president. A security in terms of if he did that, then he is a bit insecure. And that is something we need to wait and see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we saw the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen denying the allegations that the government was behind the attacks.
The attacks, of course. Why is he denying? That's question one. Two, I remember he denied that he said he was not aware, and the government was not aware, which I don't think is true. I think I would take that statement with a pinch of salt, because I think everyone knew, it was in the public domain, that Gachagua was going to launch his party, his political party. And I think in that particular event, I saw some security details. So who told them to come and guard during the event? It means either the local security leaders were aware. That is why they sent, in such cases, they sent, of course, security to guard the people, to protect the people. So I think maybe what Murkomen meant, maybe he did not receive an official notification in his office, which is not a must. It is not a must that he receives, because if every other meeting that is happening in this country, we have the CS having a notification, nothing would happen. The CS has people down there who have the authority to receive notifications and do executions. So by him saying that, I think he's playing politics. So of course, Murkomen is a politician, and it is neither here nor there. So what is more important is that there were disruptions, security was up, of course, and there were no damages, of course, to an extent that we can say it was extreme. And whatever disruptions happened, they were contained by the security. That is what we should be talking about. Now, as to who was behind the disruption, that's political, and it is for them to settle. Yeah, that is my thinking.
Okay. And Gachagua, after unveiling his party yesterday, he said he's going to officially launch it in June this year, next month.
Yes.
And then after that, he's going to start
a countrywide tour.
Yeah, a countrywide tour, trying to convince people to come into his party.
Yeah, of course, being a new party, he must market it.
Yeah.
He has to market the party to the people. He has to market the party and look for subscribers to the party. But also, there are some reservations. For example, I don't think the Skiza Wakenya slogan is the best that they could have. I think it is something which is off. It is an off slogan to me. It is a lazy slogan, because it is a slogan that is not telling Kenyans what the party is going to do to Kenyans. It is actually telling someone we don't know, listen to Kenyans. So who is listening to Kenyans? Because if they are saying we will listen to Kenyans, then we will know one of the vision of this party is to listen to us, because someone seems not to be listening to us. But when it gives a kind of an order, when it takes an activist stance, listen to Kenyans. So who is listening to Kenyans? I think, first of all, the first mistake is actually the slogan. I think they just need to revise it, because it will not give them anything in 2027. And of course, the other thing is that we were able to note that there were many elected leaders, 10 of them, especially from the parliament and from Senate, and also MCAs. But one thing we realized also is that they were not confident enough, especially in wearing the party's attire, including Gachagua himself. He was not in DCP party's attire. Why that happened? It means it sends a message that they may not be very confident with this outfit. And maybe when they launch it again, maybe in a bigger way, they will be proud of it. But remember also, it is too early. And they could be fearing that either they could be sanctioned in parliament, or they could be intimidated, or the law can catch up with them because they are not supposed to be politicking. Those could be the reasons why maybe they are going slow and they are doing it in a way that is subtle. So I think With that, the future of Gachagua is assured in politics. We don't know whether he will contest or he will endorse someone come 2027. So, and I think politics have begun, and there is nothing that is going to stop it. Politics have begun, and we are out to watch the unveiling of the events that will follow after that. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Daktari. We've been having a conversation with Daktari, and he's saying Mr. Gachagua and his party should be clear about their slogan. Thank you so much, Daktari, for your insights.
Okay, thank you.
And that is the Political Oracle.